Basia. Hi, friends. Hello, hello. Happy solstice. Man, man, have things been interesting? Come on, dog. Come on. So, there's been a lot that I've been walking through with friends. Some heavy, weighty things. And feeling and seeing the life, enjoying the darkness in a beautiful, honoring way, appreciating what's coming up around me, loving, sitting in non-judgment, allowing. Yeah, so I am going to light my handy-dandy Palo Santo. And I just kind of want to get in a different frequency. And I get a lot of questions about how do I shift my frequency, or when you're in a low vibe, or not necessarily in a low vibe, or just feeling things, you want to shift, go. Sometimes it looks like me jumping on a trampoline. You don't have to do that. Sometimes it's smelling delicious Palo Santo and like moving things. I also really desire to speak in tongues, light language. People call it different things. So I'm just gonna kind of flow. Oh, yarabasia tiashe. Oh, rabati sukotoroboso rabatiese. So one thing about solstice is it is the longest period of darkness that we experience throughout the year. It is the shortest day, the shortest amount of daylight, and it can bring up a lot of interesting feelings, along with all of the pressures and stressors of the holidays. And culturally, there's so much going on. Emotionally, there's so much going on. There's generational stuff that comes up at this time, and timeline stuff that comes up, and just a lot of, I'm going to say 5 energy, that chaos, that pure potential, that, that womb, that halfway point, that in, that out, that doorway, Yeah. Yeah. So I want to encourage and share this beautiful encounter that I had this morning when I was in meditation. I haven't been going live because walking through this with people, I have friends. I haven't quite found the balance of being open and flowy, and also guarding my people that, trust me with their stuff. So I'm learning that, and I'd rather do that first part than this part, if I'm 100% honest. So I'm also honoring myself in that space too. And okay, but I've released and transmuted and healed and seen beautiful things since then in this. So I feel like I can do both, and I'm in a good place. And I really wanted to do this release collectively tonight on the solstice. Yeah. 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 So the beautiful encounter that I had this morning, I had a flash memory of an encounter that I had about 4 years ago when I was working at this church, and one of the lead pastors was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And when I heard about it, now I had just met her a couple weeks before. If that maybe interacted with her maybe 4 hours out of our total existence in this timeline together. And when I heard that she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, I was just crying hysterically. And I back then was not much of a crier. So my feelings actually shocked me. And I was like, what's up? And I just felt that mama heart, that part of me, and that I want to say that like rage and justice, like, but wait a minute, I read all of this. What about this stuff, And I just went into like deep intercession, is what I called it at the time. And in the encounter that I had, I was praying for her, and I could see myself like at the feet of Jesus praying. And all of a sudden, I was like my perspective flipped from being there to being one with Jesus, like on the cross. And when he declared it is finished, I was like, whoa. It was such a consciousness shift, a timeline shift, a paradigm shift. I was like, and there was something so strong in me that it didn't matter what I encountered in the timeline. It was like I knew. And there's been times where I felt like it was going to and it didn't come through, and that's been super disappointing, and that's okay. But this time I was like, whoa, because she's totally in remission and doing amazing, and is healed, and just continuing to just wow me in amazing ways. But this morning, I had a vision of that perspective shift, like that brief memory, And I was praying for a sister, and who has also just been diagnosed with stage 4, blah, 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 blah. I don't say that lightly, but so I'm just like holding her and loving her, and I'm feeling all of this emotion, right? And I'm just letting it be, and the tears are just, and it's beautiful and powerful. And I see that perspective shift, that memory, and I'm back at the cross. Now I'm in a new encounter, continuation, and I'm so aware of me holding her still, holding space for her, and I remember carrying you on the cross. And I was like, whoa. And then I became aware of timeline shifting and jumping and transurfing and all of the things, right? So I think they call it reality transurfing is one. There's like a book on it. So when I was studying dimensions, I learned that the cross is an unfolded picture of a hypercube, or an unfolded diagram, or like an opened up diagram. And I was like, whoa. And something about that made me understand that it was kind of like a portal. And I've also heard of it called it, like if you've ever heard of like the divine trading floors, the you know, I've heard them called different things, but the frequency vibration of it all feels the same to me. Sometimes I feel like we let words get in the way. But anyway. Um yeah. So yeah. 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 What if we really can pull an awareness and consciousness and being and reconciling and doing the things changes the projection on the outside within us, or the, you know, but and because it's this beautiful interwoven collaboration of the collective that's all one, and we're all simultaneously creating it at the same time outside of space and time. Right? Right. Right? And then here's another fun one that happened for me this week, driving to work. And I hear a friend, like when I say I heard it, I'm okay. If I had to explain that or break it down, it's kind of like a memory. It pops up for me like a memory, or like you're overhearing a conversation, or like a radio's playing. And I've learned that you can tune in, you can turn it up, you can practice turning it down, you can totally shut it off, like when I'm at work or when I'm, engaging with people. I don't want to be all in their business. So there's giftings for a reason. JK. We all have it. We all have it. That's why I'm sharing. Like, no gatekeeping, right? Like, open. Okay. Okay. No gatekeeping, but we are the gatekeepers. That's why I let it in like a flood, right? Knowledge and glory and consciousness from glory to glory, awareness. When you So I heard this conversation between me, a friend of mine. I heard myself ask her, "Hey, have you ever overlaid the chakras, the energy systems of the body over the narrative of the days of creation according to the first couple books of the Bible?" And I was like, wow, that's a really cool thought. I wonder if there is any correlation. I don't even really remember what the days of the books do, or the books and the days and so I like, hey Siri, JK, I use Google. So I was like, hey Google. So I was like, this doesn't feel right. So I second guessed it, right? Because of Google. So today I had a second, because today was an interesting day, I'm telling you. And I messaged and I was like, hey, so I just asked in this timeline, like, hey, have you ever done this? The response was like, why, yes, I have. And it overlays this and this. And I mean, of course, because why wouldn't you? Because one of the most brilliant, amazing, beautiful minds, like the integration and oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Yeah. I was looking at the time. Okay. I just want to, I've been going in and honoring this space. Back to today. How has your solstice been? Because mine has been very interesting, aka kind of crazy. I got all the way to work on autopilot, clearly, drove all the way. Like, it's not like it's down the road. It's like 40 minutes. Show up on time. The most interesting car ride. Someone in a group chat said, "Hey, listen to this song. God's speaking to me through it." It was an AC/DC song. My logical mind was like, I thought that meant like Antichrist, Devil Child. So it made me giggle. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's really what it means. It could mean something like, is that like voltage or something? I don't know. But anyways, I listened to the song. I can't even really understand what's being said. And all of a sudden, I'm bawling like a baby to an AC/DC song. And I was like, whoa, what is happening here? So I just let it be. I just cried on my way to work. And then I just wanted to dance. And I was so full of joy dancing. And sometimes I love to dance to really, really inappropriate music. Like, I am talking like awesome. Awesome. Okay, so I'm singing and it's loud. It's all the way up in my car. I actually said at one point, I think it's BS that my car isn't louder than this because I just wanted to feel it, be in the music. And I was dancing, and it's like a stripper song. Like, the song is literally about don't waste my song and singing to a stripper and throwing money at a stripper. And I'm bawling like a baby. Like, what is happening here? So then I get to work, usually pull in the parking lot, give myself enough time to put my rouge on before I walk in the door, finish up some conversations. But today I'm jamming out and going to work, sit down at my desk, clock in, say hi to my coworkers. One of them turns around and says, "Hey, Kendra, I thought you said you were going to be in late today because you had a doctor's appointment." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." 40 minutes away the other way. That's fun, but it's okay because I got to have cool car time and have cool conversations. And yeah, yeah. Fun stuff. So, and in those cool conversations, I got to encourage a lot of people and um, just love on some people, love on some parts of me. I keep continuously being reminded about a new expression being birthed within me and a genius part of me awakening. So I'm looking forward to seeing this piece of me, this face to face, this expression of me. I've been getting glimpses, and to be honest with you, part of that is what's coming up while I'm listening to these songs and um, feeling all of this stuff and just kind of letting it be and letting it bubble up and holding it and no judgment and knowing that I'm not separated and, just bringing all of those pieces of me in for giant hugs and looking at them and loving them. And um, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can also take this to a place of those that are put around you are also other facets of yourself, you know? So it's like I got to look at past versions of myself and just love me from a different perspective. And it's kind of cool to know that, you know, someone was that for me once and now I'm that for that person. And, like just all of the beautiful facets and the wisdom. That's that whole collective thing and all of this stuff. And we can use the energy that womb of creation, the dark. Like, this is what I love. Like, I feel like some of us have been religiously programmed that the dark is bad, the dark is lesser, the dark is, mm, mm. The dark holds the light. You can't see the light without the dark. They're not different, they're the same. It's a polarity, right? Temperature, hot, cold, they're not two different things. It's the same exact thing. It's a temperature, just a polarity. Okay. So it's gradient, spectrum, light, dark. They're one and the same. It's the same thing. If you're in oneness or have moved into that thought process, you're coming through. Some people are shedding those paradigms and it can be messy and sticky, and you're learning and you're kind of like WTF and the darkness, and there's this resistance and just learning to allow and okay, so it's the Cliff Note version, okay? It's funny to me. Oh, okay. I'll cheers to that. Let's cheers to that, friend. Mm, 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 mm. So, I feel like as we've been talking, some things have been coming up. Maybe I've evoked some things, prickled some things, or maybe spirit has just laid some things out before you. Um, I want to go on a brief journey of exploring all of the different facets and just clearing energy within all of those things. If you'd like to partake, that's what I'm about to get into. If you want to dip out, that's cool. You want to hang around, that's cool too. Um, that's cool. 22, 22. All right. Okay. So I want to use the healing modality some cultures use called Ho'oponopono. I don't know if my accent's right there. Forgive me. but and excuse me. So it is just 4 phrases. You can use them as conversation starters. You can use them as sentence starters. There's also a weightiness of the phrases themselves. It's not in a right or wrong order. I notice that when I say them, um, sometimes my perspective changes. At one point, I might have intense feelings and I'm in the I was wronged position, and then all of a sudden it flips and I'm like, wait a minute, I see how I was judging this wrong. Like, wait, please forgive me. So it's interesting. So the 4 phrases: please forgive me, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry. Um, I'm gonna go through a couple rounds of it and just kind of take some time. Um, and then I'm probably gonna flow in light language for a minute. All right. All right. Let's roll. Like with some butter, on a roll with butter. Do you like butter? I love butter. I wrote a book about butter once. Oh, my light went off. I guess it's kind of perfect for solstice, huh? All right. One light it is, and the little candle. Well, that's actually perfect. It lights up the little book. Butter's in that book. Okay. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. And I'm sorry. Let's take a couple breaths. Oh, Rabashia, Tiasiki. All right. Oh. Whoa. I know I said I wanted to go into that, but I'm like getting pulled so hard. Oh, poured into. I feel like my joy capacitor is overflowing and it feels like ecstasy and bliss and it's beautiful. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Focus, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, man, do y'all feel that? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm experiencing when Paul was saying, like, man, I wish that you could enjoy this. May your joy be full. May it, because, like, whoa, this is like new in a whole new way. Ah, love it, love it. Okay. Um, I'm so grateful that this frequency is out there for us to tap into, like, at all times. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. And I'm sorry. Clear all of the energy. Oh, this joy fest. Oh, just bring them all in. Bring them all in. I feel like my heart feels so big. This space feels so big. Just gonna swallow up the earth. Boop. It's in my belly. Oh. Yep. Joy is a good thing. Yeah. So we're just grateful. We just scream this joy, shout this joy into the morphic fields. We come together, synergistic resonance. All of those who are seeing all of the darkness and feeling all of the big, big feelings and emotions and don't know what to do with it all, and it all feels so big and so real. We just say, I see you. Shower you with love and attention and affection. all of those parts of us inside. All of those parts of us that want to express. We're grateful for the darkness, and this is all about celebrating the light. Celebrating the light every day from here on out gets brighter and brighter and brighter in this beautiful silicone, not silicone, cyclone, cyclical, toroidal, beautiful thing we call space-time, life timelines, you know? Yeah. It gets brighter and brighter. And as the morphic fields are amplified with the resonant sound of joy and hope and light and laughter and love and peace, yeah, we can sit in the right now and know that we've made it 100% of the day, 100%, 100% success rate, no matter what our feelings are saying, because the proof is in the pudding. You're here listening right now, right? Might have felt like, ouch, it might have sucked, but 100%, here you are winning. So keep going, keep shining. Bet you didn't see that coming, huh? Oh, I make me laugh. Sometimes that's all it takes. I hope I make you two laugh. You two, because maybe there's more than one of you. I hope I make you laugh also. At me, with me. It's all good. It's all good. Laughter is medicine, friend. Yeah, laughter is medicine, friend. So, now that you've sat in the darkest places, you've felt the biggest feelings, you've done all the things, what is out there, over there, beyond it look like, feel like? Ripped our current into fine little pieces of glitter, right? Timelines shifted down, busted down, fill all these things. Not always, but sometimes it's in drastic measures around us. Sometimes it's just in our emotions and micro situations, right? But the collective's feeling it all at this time, right? What's the light bringing forth? What are we going to birth through this? What's being illuminated? What are we growing? What are we declaring? What's moving in? What are we ushering in with the light within us? That's the beauty of who and what we are. We get to do that. You know, it's like from glory to glory. Have you ever heard that? Or there's a glory for different types of creatures. What if glory was another word for consciousness? And that's what he's saying. Like, there's a certain glory, there's a certain consciousness that fish have, there's a certain consciousness that birds have, there's a certain consciousness, right? But humans, my creation day, like, like, wow, very good, amazing creation. What if we get a certain level of consciousness that nothing else has? And what if that consciousness is the ability to mold our awareness and our consciousness and create as a creator, co-creator? Like, right? Right? We're the only everything else moves off of instinct or is affected. I mean, everything is affected by like relationships, right? Symbiotic relationships or whatever. Uh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yarabashiariate sierierie. Orabasiariate rie. Yorobotie shioto ese. Arabatierie. Whew. So do you need Palo Santos to get you into a vibrational frequencies? Do you need that stuff to cleanse? No, not necessarily. Can you use it as a tool, a shortcut? Absolutely. Can you use breath work? Absolutely. Can you use exercise? Absolutely. Can you use plant medicine? Absolutely. Can you use, all the things? Because it's that level of consciousness thing, right? You are what you're looking for is what's looking. So that's that Christ consciousness, that the oneness, like, mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful for abundance. I'm so grateful for prosperity. I'm so grateful for time miracles. I'm so grateful that all things work for me. I am so grateful for experiences. And when I find myself in situations, I can look for new ways to experience joyful creation and manifestation. Mm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. I'm grateful for relationships and partnerships. I'm grateful for the season of co laboring together, divine relationships, connections. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm thankful for prosperous businesses. I'm grateful for the ideas and innovation and the blueprints and the simple 1, 2, 3. It's as easy as can be. In the effortless flow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa. So I'm being reminded of the progression of glory to glory, precept upon precept, concept to concept, right? And when you're in the I feel like I'm in the Matrix. Oh, Kendra. Okay. But when you're in the it's like going so fast. I'm going from perspective shift to perspective and I'm seeing it from so many different facets and it's hard to like articulate and keep up. Ah. Precept to precept, concept to like, I'm just seeing all of the different facets and perspectives, and there's always so many different ways, and that's, like, the people around us, and it's, like, seeing yourself from other people's perspectives, seeing, other people seeing you, and just, this beautiful Oh, that was interesting. So it's almost like, each person has their like on average 6-foot toroidal field, power field. They're, you know, what do you call, like, there's so many names. What do you call it? Okay. So there's that, right? But like they're constant, like there's no border to it. There's no like boundary, right? It just kind of dissipates out, or I'm not sure. I'm kind of feeling this out, processing, right? But what if they like, do they overlap? But so I was seeing it as all of these, it kind of looks like a bunch of cells, but it was more like water droplets because I saw it in a cloud, but it was a bunch of people in their energy fields, their essence. In this giant cloud. He's coming back on a cloud. Like, this is so comical. It's so comical. Today I was thinking about, I've clearly been thinking about a lot. How people sometimes take the Bible so literally. I know I was one at one point, and all of its bad mistranslations and my bad misunderstandings of it, and it's all beautiful. I learned so much, and sometimes I kind of see things like puzzles. My brain does things, and in Proverbs, the very first proverb, it talks about who will use Proverbs and how they will use it. And if you read it, I saw it kind of like, have you ever seen it at like, did mathematical proofs? I kind of saw this proverb as the mathematical proof. Like, this is this and that is that and it equals. And I was like, okay. And there's dark sayings in there. And the wise will understand the dark. And I was like, wait a minute, what's this? I don't know if it's the Scorpio nature. I don't know. Again, tendency for dark things. So hidden, mysterious, covered up, like to explore, go into the caverns, within, without, adventure. Adventure, baby. Maybe that's why the whole burning down, tearing down things, timeline, pulling in higher realities, pulling in multidimensional realities, changing things, like I love it. I love it. Mhm. 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 Mm. Mhm. Mhm. I know I started something once upon a time. I was thinking about something or saying something. I did a lot of that today. But y'all, it's late. I feel like I have released and felt and cried and held space and transmuted and loved. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. I know I sure enjoyed our time together. If you had any cool encounters, testimonies, or I would love to hear about yours. What's going on with you? Drop a comment. I would love it. It's not always just about me, my journey. It never is. We're all different facets. I'd love to hear how you're experiencing this energy and how you're using it or being used by it. I love you.